We baked you a birthday cake. If you get a tummy ache and you moan and groan and woe, don't forget we told you so. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Make a wish, dear, and blow out the candles.
Here they go.
All right, today we'll be focusing mainly on Ethereum, which is celebrating a big day and getting close to the launch of the London hard fork. We'll take a look at Ethereum's chart, which is preparing for liftoff from a major pattern. We'll also check out price action for Bitcoin and Cardano. All that and more next. Yes, today is Ethereum's birthday. It was exactly 6 years ago today that Ethereum actually launched. Of course, it would go on to become the second largest cryptocurrency project in the world behind Bitcoin. But Ethereum pioneered the notion of smart contracts, allowing developers to create applications on the blockchain. It also introduced ERC20 tokens, of course, which helped launch thousands of cryptocurrencies on the network. Today, Ethereum has a market cap of around $275 billion, which is nearly 40% of the market cap of Bitcoin. Ethereum recently passed Bitcoin, though, in terms of active wallet addresses, demonstrating that it is the more actively used blockchain network. Ethereum is also just days away from a major upgrade via the London hard fork, scheduled to take place sometime on August 4th. This upgrade will integrate EIP 1559, which is a software update that will change the way fees are calculated and routed. Fees that used to be paid to miners will actually be burned, reducing the supply of Ethereum and potentially making Ethereum deflationary in the future. Now, I'll talk more about EIP 1559 in a future video, but just keep in mind this is a major improvement that will vastly improve the fundamentals for Ethereum long term. All right, so let's take a look at the chart for Ethereum. As you may recall, we've been talking about this potential big W pattern that's forming over a period of about 6 to 7 weeks here. This is massive. It's really clear it's a W pattern. And the neckline was here around $2,400. So that's what we've been looking for. When that breaks out, when that breaks up, the price target will be all the way up around 3,100, 3,150. So we're really just waiting for price to close above the neckline of this W pattern. A couple days ago, though, I tweeted about an ascending triangle pattern forming on the 1 hour chart, so a smaller pattern. And we actually broke out of that really nicely. We met our price target for this ascending triangle breakout, but we hit the wall here at this $2,400 mark. So we hit that wall, which is a major point of resistance, as you can see here and here. So we hit that wall, and we came right back down, and we sort of bounced off the top of this triangle, and now we're going back up again. So TBD as to whether we can have the momentum to actually break above the neckline here. But that's what we're waiting for. We're looking for a daily close with some volume above this neckline, because when that happens, that will confirm the breakout, which will ultimately take us up to, again, around the $3,100 mark. All right, switching over to Bitcoin, you can see here on the daily chart, we've been talking about the breakout from this large descending triangle pattern. We broke out, a week or more ago. And our ultimate target for this breakout is up here around the $51,000 mark. But we're dealing with major resistance here on this red line, which is around 41,500. So if we stretch back, you can see all these points here of resistance for around, again, $41,500 mark for Bitcoin. So even though we're marching up here towards the 51K level, we knew we're going to have some resistance here, and we've seen the resistance. So if we look here on the hourly chart, you can see how we're getting close to it, but we can't quite get over. Although just now as I'm recording this video, you can see we're trying to break above it, and we're still not quite able to maintain any momentum over it right now. But maybe this is the push that will get us through. We'll see. Either way, it's just a matter of time here for Bitcoin. Some consolidation underneath this resistance line is perfectly fine. You can see here on the 4-hour chart, We're still above the EMA ribbon, so it's all looking good. So really, like with Ethereum, we're just waiting to see when we can get a breakout above this this resistance line. Because once we do, we're going to be heading towards our ultimate price point, which is much, much higher. And again, for Bitcoin, we're looking at a price of around 51K once we can get through this major barrier. All right, and last but not least, let's take a look at Cardano. I talked the other day about this symmetrical triangle pattern forming for Cardano. This is a 1-hour chart stretching back to around July 26th. And you can see this is a really nicely formed symmetrical triangle pattern. It looks like it's going to resolve here, in the next 2 or 3 days. Right now we're bumping up against the resistance line of this triangle. If we go to the 4-hour, you can see we're going right up against it. So TBD whether it's going to break through now or we'll have to some more tracing back down before we go back up. But ultimately I expect this will be a bullish result. And when it does break out, the target would be up around the 149 level. So 148, 149. That'll do it for today. If you found this video useful, click on the like button and also subscribe and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Until next time.